Everybody, this is Matt Malko from NBC Sports Bay Area, just bringing you an update. Kyle Shanahan just met with the media on Monday afternoon, and he had some interesting things to say about the second half of the season. And we'll bring all that to you right after this message. It's from Canyon Club Brewery, a restaurant, a beer garden in a family-friendly atmosphere in Moraga, one of my go-to spots. Great place to hang out. In fact, I was just there over the weekend watching game one of the World Series, and also coming soon to the Livery in Danville, Canyon Club Brewery. Check it out. If you come there, I'm sure at some point we'll run into each other. So please say hi. Okay, a very important update from Kyle Shanahan, and that is that they're going to ramp up the rehab for Christian McCaffrey. And if everything goes as planned, everything goes as expected, look for the 49ers to open his practice window, designate him for return on the Monday after the bye week. So a week from today, it's looking like if everything goes as planned, the 49ers will have that window open for McCaffrey. And then it's a matter of just seeing how he looks on the practice field. And they're going to evaluate him. Shanahan said that the expectation is when he gets back to look at him and see where he is and how he passes the eyeball test, how he feels and everything else. As you recall, 49ers placed him on injured reserve after the week one game where he was inactive against the Jets. And now it's looking like the 49ers will be getting Christian McCaffrey back, or at least this is a major step in that direction. Another step in a very positive direction is Dre Greenlaw as he returns from the torn Achilles that he sustained in the Super Bowl. 49ers say that now, or Kyle Shanahan said on Monday, that he won't be back next week, but now he's considering it a week-to-week thing. So basically, at any point after the bye week, the 49ers could determine that Dre Greenlaw has made enough strides physically that he can get back out there on the field. So we're looking at two major additions to the 49ers for the second half run. Obviously, adding the best running back in the league, a player who was the NFL Offensive Player of the Year last year, just a multi-dimensional player who can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can do all the run plays as well as catch passes out of the backfield, line up in the slot or whatever. A big-time man-beating running back, a guy that the 49ers will obviously they will get a big boost with him back in the lineup. Think about how good they were in the red zone last season. 49ers struggled in the red zone earlier this year. Looks like they're starting to gain some traction there. So getting Christian McCaffrey back would be a huge boon. And then also, when you look at where the 49ers have been struggling defensively, covering tight ends, the speed in the middle of the field, if they can get Dre Greenlaw back playing at that high level along with Fred Warner, could bode well for the 49ers, adding two very important pieces offensively and defensively to the field for the second half of the season. I did ask Shanahan about just what he sees for the second half of the year as far as where they are, if he takes a step back and looks at it. And he said that he feels like they are fully capable of meeting all the goals that they set before the season. I mean, without saying what those goals were, clearly, if a team makes it to the Super Bowl and does not win, the goal is to get back there and win it. And he said that he doesn't feel like they're there yet, but they're gradually getting better. And he feels like they already have the players capable of doing great things. And the goal, his staff's goal, is to make sure that the team gets better and better and better into the second half of the year. And one of those areas would be its special teams. Shanahan said that he was very proud of how the 49ers played special teams on Sunday night against the Cowboys. He talked about Cavante Turpin, who's the dynamic return specialist for the Cowboys. The 49ers did a very good job on him. Shanahan was asked specifically about special teams coordinator Brian Schneider, and he said any kind of change at the coordinator position for special teams, he said, it has not entered my head at all. So the trade deadline is coming up in about 8 days. And the 49ers have said the company line is they'll continue to look at different ways, what presents itself, who's out there, what it would take to acquire that player. But the 49ers feel like they have the players in place to win some games, win a lot more games in the second half than they won in the first half. And one of those guys that, or actually a lot of the guys, when you think about it, where the Mariners can make some inroads in the second half is just getting more and more contributions from the rookie class. And they have really stepped up. Bernardo Green has played very well since taking over as a full-time role in the Mariners nickel defense. Isaac Garendo showed some really good things Sunday night against the Cowboys with a lot of yardage and showing that burst, that size, the strength and everything else. And then Ricky Pearsall, one of the things that Shanahan said on Monday when he talked to the media was just he sees it every day in practice that Ricky is getting better and better as his conditioning gets better as well. And he says he just picks everything up really fast, and he's got a tremendous natural feel for the game. So from the injuries that happened on Sunday, Deebo Samuel has a ribs and oblique injury. Bernardo Green has the ankle. Jordan Mason, the same shoulder that's been giving him some problems. So they're going to evaluate that. And then D Winters is in the concussion protocol. Also, the 49ers expect to get wide receiver Juwan Jennings back very soon. So, in addition, or I should say, aside from the fact of Javon Hargrave, season-ending injury, if the 49ers make it to the postseason and make a deep playoff run, potentially he could be back. That's a big one. And also Brandon Ayuk out for the season with a torn ACL. And he'll be undergoing surgery here in the near future. But all that said, a lot of injuries around the NFL. A lot of the contenders are dealing with big time injuries, and the 49ers are no different. But as they've lost a couple of guys, it looks as if some other guys will be coming back. Top of the list, Christian McCaffrey and Dre Greenlaw. Also down the road, Yetur Gross-Matos and John Feliciano as a backup offensive lineman. So I would say a very encouraging couple of days for the 49ers, beating the Dallas Cowboys in week 8 by a score of 30-24 to get back to the 500 mark. They're 4-4 with 9 games left in the season, and then a very positive injury report as it pertains to McCaffrey and Dre Greenlaw. So the 49ers had meetings on Monday. Tuesday, they're going to do a lot of just kind of workout stuff, strength and conditioning, and then they're going to be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days off to just get their bodies back, recovered. And then when they report back to practice on Monday, a week from now, 49ers are fully expecting that Christian McCaffrey will be on the field for the first time in a long, long time. So that's the update from now. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for these 49er updates. Leave a like and a comment, and I'll be sure to check it out. And I appreciate you checking out this channel. So that's it for now.